Hey, this is Scott Hambrick. First, go to t.me/ScottStream to get in my little Telegram channel. And then when you go, you can click on the settings there and find the associated chat. If you're a podcast listener, you're not in the Telegram channel, you're missing out. Go do that. I'm going to light this pipe here. It's been a very, very, very stressful week this week. A lot of people gripe about stress, and that's all they do. And they're the boy who cried wolf. I'm not one that does that, but I'm going to tell you it's been a stressful week. I have loved ones with cancer diagnoses. Just found out that a friend's wife had a miscarriage. My daughter last Friday, one of my daughters last Friday, she is fine, but she was driving down the road and semi truck in front of her lost a 4x4 piece of dunnage off the truck while she was on the turnpike going 75 miles an hour. And she was unable to avoid running over that and ruined a couple of tires, but scared her badly. She called me in tears. I thought the worst. But we were able to get her going again. So everything's fine there, but that was stressful. The economic situation is very stressful and uncertain. Christmas season is a very, very difficult season. You know, it's one of the bad things about growing up, maybe. Well, it's maybe one of the good things as well, is that you leave that childish notion of Christmas behind, and it becomes the time of year. While it's Advent and it is a good church season, it's kind of a time of dying. I'm sitting here on December 14th. It's 1 week from the shortest day of the year. I have to start gathering up my tools and stop working at around 4 p.m. in order to get everything shut down before dark. That's actually stressful. Again, the economic situation, inflation, the perpetual lying in the news about economic data, job outlooks, housing prices. It's all just nearly overwhelming. And almost the entire world now, since about February or March of 2020, has been just simmering in stress from the COVID panic to all of the economic problems that have come as a result of that. But they aren't a result of that. I think COVID was probably introduced to cover up economic troubles that were coming anyway. The stolen election, impending civil war. I mean, you could just go on and on and on. This has got to be one of the most stressful times in, I don't know, since 1759, maybe. I know that we've been through World War I and II and Great Depression and Civil War. This is top 10. So I was thinking of Julian of Norwich, and she almost died during the Great Plague. She ended up being an anchorite, an anchoress, kind of a solitary nun at the cathedral or the monastery, or maybe it was even a convent. I'm doing this off memory, in Norwich, England. The Anglicans like to claim her, but she was Catholic, and she got the Black Plague, and was left for dead. Essentially, her family cared for her, but they thought that she was going to die. And she was unconscious for a very long time and had mystical visions. And in that vision, well, there were several of them. And several of them, you should go read what she wrote. She wrote the earliest English book written by a woman, and it's worth looking into. But one of the things that she said was that Jesus came to her and told her, "All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well." And I think that's true. So know that all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And also, I think maybe know that what you think is well may not be. So um, you may not believe it, but I pray for the folks that listen to the podcast, who are members at Online Great Books, and are my coaching clients. And I hope you guys do the same for the people in your circle, because this is a stressful, miserable time. And right now, I'm just feeling beset upon just what has become normal for so many people uh, is oppressive to me. We had a member at Online Great Books join who wanted to declare her pronouns, and she was clearly a woman and wanted to declare her pronouns when she declared them as she and her. But so I didn't disagree with her, but I find that to be an affront. She wants to essentially politicize language and take away just normal discourse. I couldn't just address her as a friend, and I find that as an affront. And it's just one more thing that continues to ratchet up the amount of stress in our lives, in my life, and I'm sure you have that going on too. So be cool and know what know what Christ told Julian, and oh, oh, await that birth here at the end of this kickoff of Advent. And in addition to this, change gears a little bit. I've been blogging just almost every day. I've been thinking very carefully about inflation. I've been thinking about the last Great Depression and thinking about what this next one may be like. And I've been kind of thinking out loud, not out loud, but I've been thinking in public. I've been writing. Go have a look at that stuff. I just pound it out on the keyboard, hit send. I never edit it until somebody points out typos, or I find an error later. So go have a look at that stuff. I think you may find it interesting. I think I'm having some interesting ideas and drawing some interesting conclusions about modern monetary theory and the direction of the economy, and what tools may be available or may not be available to central bankers when we have to turn this around. So go have a look at that. Of course, you got the series. I wrote a series on the nature of evil. You might find that interesting as well. Go check it out and get on the email list there. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and put your email in, so that when we all get canceled, we can still get in touch. All right. Thanks.